Improved love. For no one ever hated his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it, just as Christ does the church. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 29, the English Standard Version. Clearly, Brother Paul did not write in an era where the preoccupation with cosmetic surgery was what it is today. The experts are of the view that the majority of cosmetic surgery are unprovoked. Persons detest their bodies to the point that they want to look like someone else. The goal of cosmetic surgery is to improve a person's appearance, and as one's appearance is improved, self-esteem and self-confidence are heightened. People of all gender and age have engaged in cosmetic surgery, since it can be performed on any part of the body. Many men have used it for gender alteration. There are men and women who hate their bodies so much that they engage in self-mutilation. Merriam-Webster says self-mutilation is the act of inflicting injury or disfigurement on one's own body. Skin bleaching may be considered as self-mutilation, and some have ranked it as the worst form of self-hatred. Each individual, male or female, was created by the loving God, who called the result of his human creation good. Thus, God has made nothing in error, and what God has made was wonderfully and fearfully done. Therefore, unprovoked body adjustment can be considered discrediting of the work of God. So, for the Apostle Paul, in his continued focus on husbands loving their wives, has called husbands to love their wives as their own bodies. And this is interesting. Some men are in love with their bodies to the point of obsession, and many wives have been subjected to the obsession of their husbands. The unconditional love that husbands are called to have for their wives is reserved for those who have done the work on themselves and find no fault in what God has made. Any man who has an unhealthy body image may not be able to love his wife quite like God intends. One commentator noted that human nature inevitably pulls persons to care for themselves more readily than for anyone else. Instinctively, a man nourishes and cherishes his body. Similarly, the husband should have an instinctive desire to nourish and cherish his wife. The goal of Christian discipleship is to get believers to follow Christ in every aspect of life, even the way they love themselves. It is in loving themselves that they are able to love others. The Apostle Paul shares again that Christ is the standard bearer. So, Christian husbands are expected to follow Christ as they love themselves and their wives. As a man loves for Christ grows, so too will his love for his wife get better. Lord, may our love for you improve, so that our love for each other can also improve. Amen. You have been listening to Morning Manna with Reverend Bonnie EBW Smith, Superintendent of the Moravian Church Antigua Conference and Minister of Christian Education. Have a terrific Tuesday. God bless you.